With the release of 23.1, new columns have been added to the Enforced Policy list. These changes can be viewed on the Enforced Policy news screen. Two new columns have been added to this page: the Machine Learning Scenario column and the Alert Limit column. The Machine Learning Scenario column will evaluate if the policy is eligible for machine learning and allows users to control which alerts are being seen versus the ones that are being closed by machine learning. If an enforced policy is not eligible for machine learning, the words "not eligible" will appear in this column. There will also be a blue eye icon appearing. Hover over the icon and you will see a list of requirements to make the policy eligible. If a policy is eligible to have machine learning monitor the alerts, there will be a drop-down list of low, medium, or high options. To find the definitions of each, hover over the eye icon in the column header. The low option is the most conservative, meaning it allows for fewer false negatives, and the high option will limit alerts to display ones with higher FAIR scores, eliminating more false positives. It is suggested to choose low when possible, or use the high option only for policies that pose a lower risk to the facility. For example, household snooping, which is more of a policy violation rather than a reportable offense. Allowing machine learning to close these alerts will pose less risks to an organization. Just to note, FAIR scores were implemented in a prior release and stands for Fairwarning Artificial Intelligence Risk Score. Each alert is scored based on the actions of users on prior similar alerts and predicts the likelihood the alert will become an investigation. When 23.1 goes live, if machine learning is currently active on policies within your application, those policies will be defaulted to the low risk option. Only the owner of the enforced policy and any user who has been shared with edit privileges can change this option. With the addition of this machine learning column, a new common filter has been added at the top of the screen. Select the filter to limit the list view of policies by low, medium, or high. Click on the X to clear the filter, or use the Clear All Filters hyperlink. The next new column is the Alert Limit column. It allows organizations to limit the amount of open alerts needing to be reviewed on a given day. This is designed to help organizations with low resources. Alerts with the highest FAIR score will remain open after machine learning has run. If there are additional open alerts after the limit has been reached, these alerts will be automatically closed and moved to the reviewed closed status. For example, if our limit is set to 5, and there are 10 alerts with the same FAIR score, 5 alerts will appear in the not reviewed status, and 5 alerts will be closed with the status of reviewed closed. Also, if there is an alert limit selected and after machine learning has completed running and the amount of alerts open are less than the limit, the application will not add more alerts to reach that limit. For example, if we have a limit of 5 alerts, but after machine learning has finished closing alerts, only 2 alerts remain, the system will only show us those 2 alerts, not 5. Please note, when limiting the amount of alerts, there is a potential risk of missing incidents outside the alert limit. A risk warning can be seen when hovering over the blue icon in the column header. It is suggested to use alert limits with caution, and it is not necessary to apply any limits. To not apply any limits, there is a none option on the drop-down list. None will also be the default option chosen when the application goes live with 23.1. There has also been an update to the alert count column. This column will now only display the number of open alerts for this policy. Open alerts are defined as any not reviewed alert that can be found in the alert module. This is the number of alerts after machine learning has completed running and after intelligent filters have closed the appropriate alerts.